I'm already like tearing up just preparing myself to even talk about Shireen because I'm telling you, Nick, when she was assassinated, I mean, it was like the videos of her being assassinated by this Israeli soldier. It's devastating. Words cannot describe how I feel and how all of Palestine, and all Palestinians feel because they grew up watching Shireen Abu Akleh on TV. And we'll never forget her sign off words, which are Shireen Abu Akleh, Al Jazeera, Ramallah, Palestine. I mean, that's what she said every single day for her sign off. It's like ingrained in our hearts, ingrained in our soul. As Palestinians living under the occupation, we grew up watching her on TV. She became the face of Palestine to the world, the one who broadcasted our story to the world. And every single Palestinian girl saw her as their hero, as their role model, and thought, because when you live under occupation and you see trauma and violence every single day and land theft and your movement is restricted, sometimes you can lose a little bit of that hope that you have. But she gave us hope. She gave us a voice. She gave us a place within the media. And so for myself, I remember watching her as a preteen, and because she's been doing this for a very long time. She died at 51. She's been reporting on Palestine for over 2 decades, and I remember watching her and thinking that I want to be like her. She was the hero for a lot of Palestinian women, and she's Palestinian. She's a woman. She's actually not. She's Christian too, and she's an American citizen. And so the way that the media in the West just completely whitewashed Israel's assassination. I mean, this is an extrajudicial killing of a journalist. Israel targeted her. They knew exactly who she was. She was wearing her press vest when she was reporting on what was happening in Israel's raid on the city of Jenin. They knew who she was. They purposely targeted her. The IDF sniper, he shot her precisely in an area that was not covered by her helmet. It was right under her ear. So it was like a very precise assassination. And we have to remember that this is the IDF, the Israeli, defense forces, the Israeli occupation forces, who once bragged about knowing where every bullet landed. Okay, after shooting 770 Palestinians, they bragged on social media. I don't know if you can share this. I can send it to you. They bragged on social media that they know where every single bullet lands. And this time, the way that the Israeli media and the military was saying, it was Palestinian gunfire that killed her. I mean, that's total bullshit. They know where that bullet landed, and they know it was them. And in fact, one of the Israeli military spokespeople said that she was armed with a camera. She didn't have any weapons, but she was armed with a camera. And it is a very disturbing killing. And we see children getting shot at. We see pregnant women getting shot at. We see men, fathers, uncles, grandfathers. We see house demolitions regularly. So we are always saddened by all of these deaths, but the death of Shireen Abu Akleh represented the killing of our own mother. I mean, that's what it felt like for me. It felt like I was grieving the murder of my own mother because she taught me so much about what it meant to be a Palestinian woman and a journalist. She was like a mentor for everybody. And even until now, we've been watching her growing up. I mean, I'm in my 30s now, and she has been in my life ever since I was a preteen. And that's just that's how devastating this loss truly was. And when I spoke with my family overseas, they said, we are grieving. The whole of Palestine is grieving over the death of Shireen Abu Akleh because she was the face and the voice of our struggle to the world.